Hello crew members, this is Thaylock Gaming, back to you on Planet Crafter. I was told by one of the crew members that we missed a chest nearby, and I was traveling around to try to backtrack to where that was back in my previous video, and I found another chest here that happened to have a little bit more uranium and a heat multiplier fuse for the optimizer. That will be quite handy if I can get one of those and more or less just build a building that's just going to do nothing but be heat for the time being. I believe it was someplace around down here. I saw it at the corner of my eye when I was flying around. I think it was this direction. It's underneath an overhang or something like that. I might have to go back and watch that video again to know exactly where that was, but I know it was... I saw the waterfall. And the place is starting to get really kind of filled up with water, so I don't know exactly where that is right now. But I mean, it's like I said, it's looking nice. It's looking quite almost livable for the most part. And my oxygen's getting a little low. Gotta go pop back into that little base I have over here. There it is. Got enough time to get over there. But yeah, it's really cool. I like how the water's all like nice and blue and clean. Waterfalls are coming from yonder. So, but yeah, the index is moving pretty good. You can see it's moving up about every minute, 1.5 seconds up there. So that should definitely be giving up soon. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any unlocks. I checked before coming out here to see what's kind of coming up next, and unfortunately for us, it's a little ways away. So there might not be any unlocks on this episode. Oh yeah, there's the ship that I found down there. You can kind of see it a little bit. It crashed into it, and it had you can go into that had nothing really good in there, but that little cockpit section had a chip in there. So if you find that, you'll get a chip out of it, and maybe a little bit of maybe a little bit of uranium and aluminum, but I can't remember now where that darn chest was. I know I was in this area kind of looking at one of the waterfalls over here, and I missed it. So I should have noted where that was. One of them. Let's see. I don't think this was it, but I mean, got some fertilizer. I might as well take everything and get rid of it so it doesn't get confusing later on. Put it in the back of here. Got plenty of room on the back of this thing. So let's see, drop that, take the emergency air. What I might do is I might go take a quick look at that recording one more time to see if I can pinpoint exactly where I was flying around to grab that chest. The last thing I want to do is leave an unknown chest out here. So bear with me for just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I found it. I think I kind of hopped off there, and I think this is the one I was looking at. So, fortunately, it wasn't too much stuff, but at least it's one thing off the map that we don't have to worry about. Last thing we need is a million of those things hanging around that are empty or full of just garbage, and you don't want to ignore them, just in case they do have fuses or something like that. So let's go get back to my vehicle. There we go. And I'll head back to base, and I'll bring you back up when I get there. Alrighty, and we're back. So I didn't really get too much out there. A little quick jaunt. So that was in the one box I found there, so I'll just put these away. Always useful. I'll be using one of these things whether I need to right away or not. As you can see, the flowers are blooming pretty well. We're getting pretty high with the tonnage of plant matter. So I think I last saw we were up to like 3 tons or so. So it's getting there. But the index is moving quite fast. We got a little bit to go, as you see. It's popping up there. Oxygen's doing pretty good, but no unlocks. We got a couple screens coming up. Nothing too crazy, not for quite a while. Heater at 63 parts per billion with the oxygen, and another drill with the heat. So with that heat optimizer, we can get that machine optimizer here and move all those to like a single building, and that will let us boost all those machines if we can get them. I think it's probably within a certain radius. We only got the 2 here, so it'd be a waste to... Oh, my inventory's full. Time to... Let's see, put one of those down. Hydration low, fix that. Let's see. Another optimizer. It's kind of cool. They're kind of neat looking. Got so many oxygen ones. Another one of them. Over here, just 1 uranium. These are all ready to go. Gotta grab these. No point leaving these on the... As I always say, that's like money on the table that you're just not using. So get all these so you can keep that growing. So I might have to make another one of these guys. I think I got the space for it. I'll just go. Anybody use the shredder machine? Destroys items placed inside. I mean, I suppose it's a way to get rid of something, but I mean, I don't know if there's a point for that. So let's see, probably I have like overflow, fertilizer, and other stuff. Plus overflow. Let's see. Yeah, we got lots of food. There's some tree bark. Algae doesn't need to be in there. I did do what was suggested, and I did pop another one of these right outside the bark section. So sounds like we'll probably be using those before too long. So I just did what was suggested. Always a good suggestion. I just popped another one of these in there. Couldn't fit it inside. It wouldn't let me do anything like that, but got a little bit of bark kind of going. Makes it so fast, though. I mean, like, I don't know how much bark we would really need, but maybe it's for putting some more plants down when we get like 1 million power plants going. We only got 1 kilowatt to our name right now, so there's not too much else I can do unless I want to litter the countryside with all these things. But it should be pretty soon before we get another type of radiator. There's a nuclear fusion one. That's with a ton of heat. We need to raise that up to 750. We only got 34, and you can see how slowly that's going up. Like compared to like the clock at the top, that's only moving like 1 every 5-6 seconds. Yeah. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm sure we'll figure out a way. Man, I need to eat a lot of food. That must be something that's going on here. I ate some beans before I went out there, and all I did is go out and come back, and it's like I'm already hungry again. But yeah, if there's any other suggestions you guys got, let me know. I can go try to do something. Maybe I can focus on launching some more rockets. It does take some uranium to do that. So, is it nighttime? Seems weird. I didn't. Seems almost like it's an eclipse or something. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, I'm open. My ears are open. I'm ready to do what I never knew. Samples. Maybe that was for these things. Mutagens and the bacteria samples. Anyway, but Yeah, what I might do here is I might make a whole nother building just for the heat. So when I do have the chance to go put in one of these optimizers, which will be a rod and some explosive powder. Explosive powder, no big deal. I'm a little low on the sulfur, but I can go get some while we're talking, and that won't be a problem. But yeah, it is dark. Okay, so we can try to get one of those things in another building that's just nothing but heat. I know we can mine some stuff, and that does do a little bit of heat and a little bit of pressure, but I don't know if there's like a real urgent need to do all that sort of thing, you know. So I'll kind of keep it going and just grabbing stuff as we pass by. If there's any part of the map, if you suggest going someplace northeast or any place in the south that I haven't really checked out yet. See, look at all that sulfur. Yeah, give me that stinky rock. Whoop. I don't need you. You're kind of useful. Not as useful. There we go. So let me know if there's anything you want to point out. Say, hey, focus on making these or what have you, because I can still do the upgrading part. You know, it is suggested that I update anything that's like low level, and really I can kind of do that with like these guys down here. Just blow them up and put in like a tier 2, and it'll just make even more oxygen, which is nice, with not much more power usage. So where are them things? There they are. See, the power usage here is actually pretty darn low, only 27. You take one away, and you only have to add another 14 to it. And you'll get back an eggplant, I think, probably. When you break it down, and you can just grab another super alloy, which I got, and a bunch of those, and one more plastic. It's really just the power that we just have to worry about. And I mean, I can make more of these things. There's no more wind turbines. That's the best one you got. And wind turbines, 1.2, that's not going to help me much. Like 19, I can get 2 of those up, and that would equal 1 more of those. In fact, I can do that right now with what I got in my inventory. But I mean, other than like making 1 million of these things, it's really not gonna help us much until we get that next level of fusion, and that's gonna be quite a while. Like I said, I gotta work on the heat before I can get those sort of things. The heater 4 will be pretty good, because I think these are tier 3. Yeah, these are tier 3 heaters. So if I can get that building built in anticipation of this oxygen, which is moving up fairly quickly, we should be able to unlock that before too long. Only 10 to go. Then I can break those down and fill up a big ol' spot here with, what is that? There's a big living compartment. I can make one of them, and I probably won't have the... I can make that just for the heck of it right now to see what we all are working with. I'm going to put all this away. So let's see. We need 2 of these super alloys, which are no big deal now that we can get aluminum pretty easily. Let's see. And 2 more titanium. Was it 2 more? No, it's actually 3 total. Okay. Find a nice big spot somewhere. This seems pretty good. I'm gonna have to use some frames to make it so it's not like hideous looking. But that's just kind of, that's not too bad. I don't have enough yet. I need some iron titanium for the doorway. Let me grab that real fast. There. So, I mean, those are just like single blocks stacked on. Let's see how this kind of looks. So this is off to the side. Okay, so it's just a big open area without the these pillar things in the way. So, I mean, it does make it a little bit more roomy to, so let's move these out here. And yeah, you can just have a whole room of heaters in here. And can easily stack this on. Let me get that interior stairway thing going. I think that might be a little bit fun to have that thing kind of off to the side there, and you can just run up to the next level instead of climbing up these ladders. So, what do we need? 2 iron and 2 more titanium. Easily done. Got all that aluminum from before, so. And these are interior, so if I move over here. Or do you have to do it? Oh, you have to do it actually inside. Okay. Oh. Well. Okay. I see how it is. That's kind of cool. You can have a little under the stair spot here to add more to it. So, right on. Oh, and I did add the water drinkable thing here, so no more of wasting space with those giant water things, those moisturizer gatherer things. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I can easily make a few more of those, pop up one of these, put in one of those. I got enough iridium to make. Well, I got a bunch of rods already. So yeah, I can do that. If you guys have any other suggestions other than that, I'll just do this. I'll make a few tier 2 solar panels. Not too bad. I got... Oh, hi. Okay, enough of that. So, got 3 aluminum. I think they only take 1 each. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I got 1 mag. Do those. 2 of these. 1 of those. Okay, so we can get 3 more of these and make 3 more heaters. That should speed up the heat process. There. Add to our ever-filling farm. You ever seen Signal Simulator? Where they have that huge solar panel farm? You have to go out there and clean them off? Yeah, I'm glad this place, you don't have to do that sort of thing. Going out there and having to climb up there and clean those giant tier 2 things. Yeah, forget that. So, let's see. So, we got the power now, 79. Alrighty. So, that will take 3 more aluminum. I think I got, 1, 2, 3. And 3 aluminum, 3 silicons, 3 titanium. Easily done. 1, 2, 3. To the hot house. Now I'll make a sign. I'll call this the hot house, and it'll just be nothing but heaters. So, go and place a heater. We're making it hot. I like it hot, hot, hot. Alright. So let's see if that is doing anything for the heat. If we're seeing any little boost. Heat. Like every 5 seconds now? Huzzah. I could probably launch another rocket. That will take another uranium thing that kind of goes bye-bye. And you can't get back. Map information, GPS 2. Plant rocket attraction. Okay, so this is the heat one. And it's those rocket engines that you gotta go get the uranium for. Not a rod, thankfully. Just, and it can give us that permanent boost, I think, which would be probably prudent at this point to launch another heat one. But, I mean, we could put, I think, one more out. Yeah. 27? Yeah, we can do one more. Don't think I have enough rods made. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we can do one more in the hothouse, and that will give us a little bit more. How much do these things give? Almost 30 heat units a second or whatever. I'm gonna leave that spot in the middle open so we can put one of those optimizers in there when we get enough uranium to make another rod. But yeah, so let's see, yeah, it's barely moving. It's every 4 seconds. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Yeah, 3 seconds. So it's closer. That's when the good stuff starts to unlock. I think once we get that power, then we got nothing to worry about. Oh man, never actually looked at this thing. So, that is how much I got so far of this. Probably got enough power to maybe replace one more of those tier 1s with a tier 2 9. Maybe not. Nah, we need at least another one of those solar panels to do it. But I'll leave you here for now, crew members. Let me know if there's anything else you can think of. I'm open to all suggestions. I want to get this place green and move it on to other planets and make those places sparkle with the bits of life, water, and atmosphere. So, thank you again for your time. I hope you had a little bit of fun while I'm going around trying to expand the base a little bit and looking at our field of flowers. I might add another 1 or 2 of these things to help kind of spread the greenery a bit once we get to Moscow, and that's the next step. So you guys have a great rest of your day. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. This is Thaylock Gaming, out. Take care, crew members. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.